Hello again. Hello. Just called to say hello. What's up? It's March 9th, 2022. This is the 196th episode of Risk On. What is the greatest show about risk ever? I don't know. It's not this one. Oh, what was that? What was that? It's March 9th, 2022, 196 episodes. When we are in Texas, oh, my exes live in... I'm sorry. When we are in Texas, what's up, the king? I can see you. Mel Brooks, baby. How come I don't have one of those?
I've never seen
I
you
want
wear
one
a
of those.
hoodie,
Can you order
ever.
an extra, 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 super extra large? Do they have like
sure.
a 80X, whatever I wear?
87 wide?
Yeah. Hey,
Oh.
quiet. This is Risk On. Yeah, I'm in a good mood because the market's up. But more importantly, I know things you don't know. All you boneheads that don't like Bitcoin, don't watch the show. Go away. Go away. Go away. I don't want you here. Skylar, what's up?
Oh, no, you scared me, telling me you were like an hour away. I really believed you for a second.
I had to go in.
He said he
know.
was going to try to play with you. I was
I
like, that's
know.
probably not the best.
Yeah,
idea.
Larry
He
Benet's in
got
the
me.
house.
I was like, we're gonna have to cancel.
Don't do that to
I don't
Skylar.
know
That's
what
what I
to
said.
do. But
Larry
yeah.
Benet
Larry
in the
Benet's
house.
in the house.
Gotta
There we go.
figure it
There we go. Where's the wait, holy. Larry Benet is in the house along with my friend Jason Bartholomew.
What's up, everyone?
What's up, Jason?
You know, we got two guests here. It's good to be Kings also on Zoom.
Is he considered a guest anymore? Or he's a guest host, right?
Guest
The
host,
king?
that's fine.
You know what's funny about him? I never know whether he really likes me or not because he gives me like these texts, which you could construe as shit, but you could also construe as friendly, loving behavior too. No?
How does
If I didn't love you, I wouldn't bust your balls.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
If I didn't love you, I wouldn't bust your balls.
But to quote my mother, would it kill you to call once in a while?
Hey guys, don't forget the look at that. Larry just said the same thing to me today at lunch. He said, I've been trying to get a hold of you. And I said, yeah, I've been trying to close some deals because our stock sucks, price-wise. It is the Risk On Business Conference is May 12th through the 15th. Now, I can officially say I'm as jacked as ever because there's going to be an appointment announcement. I can speak like one of those guys we talked about on Monday. That's
not
nice.
that again.
Not that again. Andrea pointed out to me, I'm from North Carolina. By the way, she is as fine as wine. That's a silent thing right there. Yes, I'm talking about Jason's wife. She's very pretty and very sweet. Now, I did my duty there. Didn't
That's
I?
great, yeah.
I love Drea.
Nice.
Okay, so you got to sign up for the Risk On conference. I love all the people that are there, but there's going to be an important announcement on the 14th, the morning of the 14th, so make sure you're there. Wait a second here. Is the 14th on Saturday? So I think is that Friday the 13th?
Hold on. The
Let
14th is
me
Monday
check.
of March.
May
Day.
Yeah, it's Friday the 13th.
Yep. Oh, it is.
Interesting.
Okay, that's cool.
All
Okay,
right.
there'll be an important announcement on May 12th. I'm not announcing anything on Friday the 13th. Well, that would not be good. Let's go. Let's check out the conference.
All right. Run a slate.
For me, Risk On is a philosophy. I'm a 30-year plus Wall Street veteran, been doing this a long time, but I kind of live Risk On the whole time, and I'm trying to bring you guys what I do on a regular basis.
Begin with the economic consequences.
86% financial fragility.
Publish something like this.
I knew I was worth more than
Frustrated as we enter the classic
risk off day.
I've been through this before. I've been at this for 32, 33 years. I ran a hedge fund for many years, and I really want to talk about things that I think we do that are risk on.
Focus on growth sectors, aviation. You close a sale by moving it from.
I can't stress to you how smart these people are. How do I say it? Kalpana, right?
Yeah.
I got that
Yep.
right? Kalpana Pot, the
Took us long enough.
talk nerdy teamy girl, the actress who's on Cleveland, Grey's Anatomy. What is it? Hot in Cleveland. Call Me Kat. Runs her Instagram fashion page. She is on the podcast tomorrow at the 10th at 6 p.m. I'm a huge fan, by the way. She's so smart. You should watch her TikTok. Do you ever watch her TikTok?
I'm not on TikTok. It's Chinese, right? Nothing against Chinese people, but I don't like
But I
communists.
send you
I don't
TikToks
like,
that you watch.
Yeah, but I open it in a browser window.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't have the app.
Wow.
You know
Are you
that.
one of those guys who doesn't like anything Chinese?
No.
Except that most of our money, the $100 million we already sent to Bitmain, they're a Chinese company. Are they really a Chinese company anymore? Because now they do business in Singapore and Malaysia. Or is Malaysia and Singapore the same place? Is that the same place?
No.
And they do Thailand,
Indonesia.
Where else?
Yeah, they've split away from. Well, they had no choice.
They kind of had no choice.
President Xi and everyone there.
Mr.
said,
Xi, thank you for
yeah.
sending all the mining business our way.
Yeah.
Isn't it great?
It's great.
America is on its way. That's a bonfire, by the way. You hear that? That's America burning up all those miners out there in China, bringing them all here.
Be careful. We might 51% you.
America, we might 51% you.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I've given up on the idea of even commenting on Nile anymore. People want to give it away. I'm done. I agree. I don't know if I take this oath. I agree to not talk about Nile for a couple weeks.
Is that true?
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Larry, what's up?
I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Larry Benet is. You never see that Dos Equis commercial, where the guy's like a good-looking Spaniard. When I do Dos Equis, I don't know, whatever the hell I do. How does it go? You know the commercial?
I don't have cable.
The most interesting guy in the world.
Larry Benet is the most connected guy in the world. And for those of you who wonder how come I have so many famous friends, besides Willie, I was friends with Willie Ames before Larry Benet, right? But all those famous people out in the universe, some of them know me because of Larry. But Larry knows them all. It should not be 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. It should be 1 degree of Larry Benet.
Maybe I create a game like that. I like that.
And if you know Larry Benet, then you, what's it? I think I've heard that before. If you know Larry Benet, like I know Larry Benet. Just kidding. If you know Larry Benet, you know everybody. Christy, where are you? We lost you.
Should be on a second.
Oh, did she run away?
We got like multiple Zooms going. We're
got
a real show here.
What else is in? Wait. I don't understand there. Oh, I forgot. I promoted out of. Okay, but I wanted to promote Larry, but I forgot to roll the clip on Kalpana. That tells you how poorly I am as a host. Let's run the clip.
Most accepted way the universe will end theory, which is that everything will just fizzle out over time. We're still technically just coming out of the womb. There's still so much more time to pass before the universe technically dies. And so you think about it like that. Or another way I like to say it, if you condense the age of the universe down to a calendar year, humans have only been humans, not your life. Humans in general have all humans since like Homo sapiens almost 300,000 years ago have only been around for like 4 seconds, technically. So it's just an insignificant amount of time.
Right.
And that's, to me, humbling and freeing.
Sure.
Take what you will.
You realize
but to me, I like thinking about
you're only going
that.
to be here for a little while.
Yeah.
Right.
So make the most out of life that way, and don't let the little things bog you down.
There's a reason for it. You can't. You know what's crazy? We didn't promote the last podcast, and it went completely crazy. So people like Greg for sure.
Oh,
you're gonna like Kalpana if you like space. You're gonna like, but more importantly than not more importantly. Nothing's more important than what I just said. I apologize. Let's reset that. The BitNile car is going to run at the Texas Motor Speedway the 18th through the 20th at the XPEL. I don't know even why they. What does that mean? XPEL. Expel.
Like you in school.
375 IndyCar race. We'll be setting a milestone too, because on that Friday, the 18th, we'll be broadcasting from the Motor Speedway. We're going to do it a little better than the phone thing. I can't stand that whole thing. It'll be the 200th episode, and the IndyCar race will have about 2 million viewers. We've got a lot going on with IndyCar. Connor Daly will drive 248 laps at the Speedway in our beautiful BitNile car. Earnity, turn on green logos. Hey, Brett, roll the clip.
Driver, start your engine!
If I had a level of expectation of networking and ability to turn on green in all of our assets. What was it between a 1 and a 10? It was like a 9.25. It was way more than I expected. Yeah. I could not believe how incredible that event was. Dude, the experience was incredible. The people were incredible, and that's what I'm there for. It was amazing how well received the fans were and how they wanted to know about BitNile. And obviously it's on to Texas March 20th. There's a reason for that. I don't know why we have a BitNile card, but we'll know soon, won't we? Why do we have a BitNile card, Jason? Why? Why do we have a BitNile card?
Well, we got a lot of stuff brewing. I don't know what to talk about, so I'll just
we'll get to the market update in a second. But first I want to go to Donald Trump. We have Donald Trump on the phone right now, and we're going to bring him on right now. We're going to talk about why are we going to Texas? Huh? King, what's up? Oh, you're on fucking mute.
We're going to build a well. We're going to drill. It's going to be a great well. Lots of oil. Fantastic. Bigly. Jason. Rob. Never said that. Big hands. Big hands.
King, before we go to a market update, which was rip-roaring, we're going to start the market update now. Can you give us like any thoughts on what you're thinking about the market? I know that you are in tune with Centro, some of the other names. I won't bring up Nile because I said I wouldn't bring it up for a while. So what do you like?
Well, I did just realize, I don't know when it happened. I just saw all these new options on Nile. So I bought some very deep in the money calls on that, baby.
Can you get options on Nile when it's 80 cents or 85 cents?
Call debit. Well, I haven't been filled yet.
What is the option? $1?
There's now 50 cents.
No way! There's not. No way, you lie.
50 cents, January 24. I did call debit spreads, put credit spreads, deep in the money, verticals. I literally just everything.
You lie. You lie.
You got some leaps.
King's liar. Really? Is there really 50?
That they were there.
Is there really 50 cent
I'm gonna
calls?
Have to look at this.
Not on every month.
Wait.
Are you bluffing?
Wait. I think he's bluffing. Hold on a second.
There's no liquidity, but they are there.
Well, yeah, the no liquidity part, I believe.
Yeah, really?
Wow. AITMs.
Hold on
50
a
cents.
second.
They're there.
Are they really?
Yeah. I got March 22 50 centers. Yeah, they're there.
Wait, I'm looking. Oh, my God.
They're there.
If we can't be at 50 cents by January 2024,
hell? Oh, I didn't even look. I didn't even look far out here. I was just
oh my God!
Oh my God!
I didn't even know there were 2024.
There's January 24 calls.
I see it.
50
Holy shit!
What the hell's going on?
Oh
here?
my God! What the hell is? Are you kidding? They're 90 fucking cents.
Did you really not know this?
Wait, remember Rounders with what's the guy's name? Grandma? There's really not a lot of faith of you out in the marketplace.
Dude, I can buy calls or write calls. Are you kidding me?
I went around and bought up all your debt.
Let me buy some of that right now, cowboy.
Hey, can we go to the BitNile car?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Look at this picture here on Insane
Let's go.
Pete.
Let's go to his picture.
Just real quick.
Did you take that picture?
No, Ed did. Ed Carpenter.
Oh. Ed Carpenter took that?
Yeah.
Is that you in the car? Or is
no, I don't drive the car.
It's Connor Daly.
Dude, I couldn't fit my leg in that car. You got to be like 5'9", 135 pounds.
Yeah, those
Speaking
things are
of
tight.
115 pounds and 5'9", Christy, what's up? She's not talking.
She's
she's. Can you? What are you doing that for?
She signs.
That's my wife. She signs too. What? That's weird.
That's
Christy. Do you sign?
Interesting.
No, I was just joking.
Oh, my wife signs too. So I was saying, speaking of 5'9", 115 pounds, when are you going to be here?
I'm going to be there real soon. I'm going to be flying in to see you guys on the 18th, and we're going to go to
on the 17th.
Texas all together. And I'm bringing my big hat.
Can you feel that, Louise? We're going to have some Cajun down. Well, they don't probably have Cajun in Texas. What, like armadillo? We're going to eat some armadillo down there?
We're going to have some roadkill called armadillo on the half shell.
There you go.
It's a delicacy.
Hey, could you close the? Could you cover the market today, Jason, please?
Well, we had a nice rip-roaring day. We got to get into Sleepy Joe's executive order,
we
too.
have graphics. Hey, can you play those graphics one more time for Larry so he can see them? Look at those pretty graphics. Woo!
Everything looks fantastic.
Okay, you were saying?
The old Dow Jones Industrial up 652 today, Todd. 2% gain.
653.61.
All right, I didn't refresh it.
Okay.
NASDAQ was up 460.
Yep,
And,
that's exactly. Well, the NASDAQ was up 460.
3.5%.
Holy
3.59%. S&P actually biggest day of the year from what I've seen.
2.57.
2.57 gainer.
Yep.
Bitcoin 41,762 right now.
Well, keep your eyes on one thing, Mario.
Mamma mia!
The VIX is still 32.65 or 45.
How about oil?
Oil is down today.
$1.10, 110 a barrel.
Oil.
Ethereum 26.90. Gold got tamped down $46.1997.
I love
an ounce.
that. I saw Joe Biden in a little splurt saying it's Russia's fault that oil's up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
get
the
you.
most recent run up, but it's been trending massively up for some time there, Sleepy Joe. Silver $26, and looks like copper's $4.58. Nickel and palladium through the roof, all-time highs.
Nickel's out of control.
Nickel, they stopped trading.
Yeah, out of control. I think it's limit up.
It's insane. Palladium all-time high, 29.55. It was down 13 today. Nickel's actually 50,271.
Biden just put out an executive order just a few minutes ago. How long ago did it go out? Do you know? The executive order's out on the crypto thing.
It's right here on CNBC.
The 56 minutes ago.
The headlines.
Joe Biden signed an executive order Wednesday calling for the government to examine the risk and benefits of cryptocurrency. Now, what I want to do is I want to have a study of a study to tell me the risk of cryptocurrency. Someone asked me today. I was on CBS yesterday. I did a live interview and it's being replayed. And the question is, well, what do you think of the United States having a digital currency where I can go to my Chase account and on Zelle I can just digital right over to Larry or, well, I can't send it to you because you don't want the money anymore that way. You only want cash, but that's okay. A digital currency, in my opinion, I have the right to change my mind, but a digital currency for the U.S. doesn't mean anything. You can still print more of it. You can still inflate the hell out of the dollar.
Of course.
Maybe it makes things easier, but let me tell you something you need to think about. If you have a digital wallet with U.S. dollars and it's handled by the Federal Reserve, don't you think that they can know everything you're doing? Everywhere you go?
Yep.
Everything you spend on? Skyla, you will not be able to subscribe to Pornhub anymore because they'll know, Skyla, they'll know that you pay in digital dollars.
That sucks.
Now, I can say that because Skyla's my niece and she knows I'm joking around. She would never subscribe to Pornhub. It would only be another site. Like, what's another site you like?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. I bring this up because, really, seriously, Skyla, OnlyFans, they turned it off for a while. Business tanked, but you'd be able to know if you were paying on OnlyFans with those digital dollars. What do you think of that, Skyla?
I mean, I've never had an OnlyFans, but
you have never had an OnlyFans?
Or like subscribe to anyone? No.
Okay, so let me tell you a funny story. That's all a joke. That's all a joke leading up to Skyla saying to me, "I never had one," because Skyla would never do those kind of things.
Do you pay her extra money to listen to your jokes?
She lives in an apartment that I own. Give me a break.
I pay rent.
Yeah, I didn't say you didn't pay rent.
I know. I live in you own, but I pay rent.
All right, I've known Skyla since she was 3 years old. Back when she was 3 years old, she loved me. She like run over, Uncle Todd, will you pick me up? It was great. Now that she's an adult, she's like, get out of my way, asshole. I have a friend who's getting married, and I won't tell you who he's getting married to. She's a pretty girl. You know who I'm talking about, right? Who's getting married? Who's my friend?
There's a lot of people. I know like 7 different couples getting married right now.
And they faked an OnlyFans account for her.
Okay, I have to know.
Someone faked an OnlyFans account for my friend's wife. So maybe, hey, King, do you think we need digital dollars?
No. I really don't want to be able to be known when I'm cheating on my taxes.
Ouch. There you go. Larry, what are you thinking?
Well, I definitely think, there's definitely reasons why people would want to have digital currency. I mean, look at all the things going on with our government. the ability to move the money. I mean, I don't personally like our banks. Like the banks are a challenge to deal with. So I think cryptocurrency is definitely.
I know, but that's a different question. I'm asking. You're saying I like Bitcoin or Ethereum. That's a different conversation.
Okay.
I'm talking about U.S. dollars.
I want the government to know it.
The Federal Reserve issuing a digital dollar in which they would be the bank. They would know. They would issue the cryptocurrency of the dollar. So the dollar would be.
But I have a question.
Sure.
I thought what Biden, they wanted to. I thought it was more about trying to control, because there has been a lot of scams and other things in the crypto space.
Sure.
There's a lot of positives.
Hold on a second. Hold on, Larry. I just want to clarify. Has anyone ever used green dollars like cash that I have in my wallet for scams?
Sure.
Have they ever bought like drugs or anything with scams?
Yes.
Okay. So we know that crypto can be used for scams and dollars can be used
No,
for scams.
but I think
too.
they just
that
wanted
wasn't
to-
one trying to be a smartass.
Yeah, yeah.
It sounded like that. That was not my intention.
No.
My intention were to say that crypto is not used for scams in any other capacity other than dollars. And I can tell you, I've been scammed out of dollars. People have stole from me. My son and my daughter were held at gunpoint, and someone robbed my kids when they were 12 and 13 years old for their stuff at gunpoint, and they stole dollars from my kids, right? They didn't steal Bitcoin. Although I do have a friend of mine that was held hostage for Bitcoin.
Yeah, no,
What-
it'll happen the
what-
same. Like,
What
Yeah.
in terms of what Biden and those guys just announced, wasn't that just trying? What was the actual thing that they were trying to put out?
Oh yeah, let's go back to that. You're right. That's not fair of me because I just whipped it out and said,
The
"Blah."
only reason I think what they're just trying to do is put some guardrails around it. I don't think it's about trying to necessarily for everything you purchase using crypto, they're going to track everything. I don't think that's what.
Oh
it was
no,
designed for.
I don't. I think that their intentions are never to track you.
Yeah.
But they would.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it
they
together.
track everything. Have you ever been like talking about something like you don't even look it up, and then you go on your phone 5 minutes later and there's an
Yeah,
ad?
they're
The
definitely
first thing
tracking
you
you.
see,
Yeah.
they're tracking everything.
But is that
like,
the government or Apple?
That's Samsung and Apple.
By the way,
That's
I want you to know that's
everyone.
frightening shit now.
That is.
But the question is are they tracking you or they must hear you talking about because I say something and then all of a sudden like
see
I
ads.
see an ad, right?
Yeah, that's what
it's
happens.
like
Yeah, but it's not just Apple. I mean, I guess Samsung too. But yeah, it happens on.
That's why I
Okay,
deleted
so
the Facebook
let me
Messenger
get to the whole thing, King. Let me say the whole thing. The U.S. president signed an executive order calling for the government to examine the risk and benefits of cryptocurrency. I think this was a light executive order. That's what sent crypto higher, right? As soon as Jason found out that it was leaked by Janet Yellen, crypto went from 38,000 all the way to 41,000 very quickly last night.
Yep.
Okay.
The measures focus on 6 key areas: consumer protection, financial stability, illicit activities, U.S. competitiveness, financial inclusion, and responsible innovation. The Biden administration also wants to explore a digital version of the dollar. That's the part that concerns me. There probably should be a digital dollar, but I'm deeply concerned about privacy. By the way, someone very smart told me, what was that?
I have no
That was your
idea
that was
what
your Sleepy
that
Joe
was.
moment.
Oh, boy.
That
Wow.
was funny.
Speaking before I can think. Someone very smart told me to, wow, that was really terrible. Think about privacy as the word. Why do I want to use WhatsApp or what's that other app we use? Signal?
Yeah.
Why do I want to use Signal? It's for privacy. And Skyla's right. It's like they're kind of creeping me out. Like I say something like, I want to, live in a place where I can have 3 wives. And suddenly there's like ads for Utah. I thought that was funny.
You got to work on these jokes, but that
Now, what do you think about this issue with privacy? Because it is weird that they can just like you say something and later on your phone like has an ad for it.
Well, I mean, I think that what they should do, they should have an off button. You should be able to decide it's your data, and they're basically taking advantage of your data because they're selling it, and from an advertising perspective, I think there should be a button, an on-off button, to determine if you want that or not.
Okay,
think
I
it's
asked
Siri.
all of you to
like
play.
for iPhones. I think it's Siri because when you have that enabled, like it's always listening.
Yeah.
Because you know how you say "Hey Siri" and then it automatically
Yeah.
like turns
and they
on.
pop
so I
up
think it's
ads
just
like
always
instantaneously.
listening.
That's why you got to delete the Facebook Messenger app because that thing listens to you and there's no way around it. Every conversation you have, as
Really?
long as that app is open in background.
Wow.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I want you to, when you have time today, if you're just watching this on repeat or you're watching it tomorrow or you're watching it a month from now because you just like to watch my fat face talk, I want you to go up to Alexa and asked to play the game Akinator. Oh, wow. Hold on one second. We got breaking news here. Jason, Amazon just declared a 20-for-1 stock split and a $10 billion buyback.
Are you serious?
Hello. Amazon
We should
just
be buying
declared
Amazon.
a 20-for-1 stock split and a $10 billion with a B dollar buyback. Hello.
Would you be
Did I
buying
not
Amazon
call
right
it
now?
a month ago?
You sure did. You know, Google declared a big one too, right?
Wow. Yeah.
Stock is up $230. 20 for 1. What will that put us at, Jason? What will that put us? 20 for 1, $3,000 stock, $60?
20. No. Sorry, I'm in the middle of something. What is it at 3,000?
$3,000, yeah. It closed at $27.85. It's up $225 in the aftermarket. Jason?
When is the split?
I don't know when the due date is, but I just want to know what's 20 for 1 divided.
It's 150, dude.
150.
Yeah, I'm in
Okay,
the middle
sorry,
of an
man, I'm not
8K.
as
We got an
smart as you.
8K that dropped.
What's the 8K say?
33 pages.
And a 6K on Centro.
Oh, I can
We got
tell.
a lot of shit. We're dealing with a lot of shit
Wait,
here.
okay.
Remember Bull Durham? Is that a live rooster? Candlesticks make a nice gift. All right, let's turn 2.
Okay, let me tell you something about that 8K. Does that 8K say we?
I knew
Does
King
that
would
does
do-
that 8K say we own a hotel?
I reckon we own several hotels,
Okay,
Todd.
listen. If you pay attention, Jason, you look and see we have a hotel. We put $23 million down for that hotel, and the market cap of this is like $80 million. So right
It's not
now,
the accent that offends me. It's just how bad you are at it.
yeah, I said I wouldn't talk about it now, so I'm talking about the hotel. So what the market's telling you is the hotels that we just put down $23 million, borrowed $70 million to buy, $90 million all in for the hotels. The hotels aren't worth a quarter of the market cap.
What does Andrew Yang say about that math?
I don't do the math.
Yeah, do you math? I don't math.
I don't math.
Okay.
Do you math, Larry?
I'm just curious, what's a strategy leveraging your real estate development investment knowledge that you could pass along to someone listening?
Any jobs?
Because
going
you
on?
obviously
Look at this guy.
Yeah, I'm just curious. What's one thing you can just share
Larry's
on that
connected.
deal?
Jobs. Yeah, we got jobs, Cyber League. Yeah, Larry's going to actually try to create value on this show
That's
today.
right.
Well, okay, sorry, we don't create value.
Not really.
I'm just
You're
asking.
probably right.
No, I'm just curious. So
Great
what's
value,
one
nice change of
strategy?
pace.
Because not everyone has that kind of real estate holdings you do.
Well, the reason I like real estate is really simple, and that is if you buy the right real estate, the people that rent it from you pay your payment and you save and grow equity every day. Even if this property never changes in value, effectively someone's paying down your mortgage. And as they pay down your mortgage, you accrete value. If the property increases a little bit, and you know under Joe Biden, all this is transitory inflation, so don't sweat it all. Don't worry about that. That $7 gas, by the way, I think between you and I, $90 to $100 is the new handle.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not joking around. The part that you need to pay close attention to, and I'm going to get back to your point, is that Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway just increased their holdings. They already have a ton of it in Occidental Petroleum, and they bought this stuff when it was cheap as can be, and they bought more recently. If you look at inflation, you look at the price of oil, $100 probably makes sense long term. I think it's the new handle.
What's it at right now?
Was it 110 today?
110.
Yeah, I think 90 to $100 is the new handle. I think this is. By the way, you know who's really quiet? Hold on a second here. Hold on. 420. That's not a good example. Hold on a second here. Let me find it. I don't know if it's here.
Who
I got a
created
hard
all these
stop
cool
in
things?
12 minutes.
You know who's really quiet? I haven't heard a word. Have you heard it? I can't hear it. Saudi Arabia.
Well, that's because Joe wants to get some oil from Iran and give them some money.
But they're not saying a word. By the way, what? Iran?
Yeah.
That's a bad idea.
And Venezuela.
Yeah, but I can tell you right now, Saudi Arabia's like, okay, oil's over $100. We're just printing cash like crazy.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. And so they're like, woo, I won't say anything. What?
Isn't it supposed to take like 20 years to get Venezuela back online?
They're producing they're producing like 25% of what they used to.
Venezuela,
all their infrastructure's gone to crap because it was abandoned and they don't have the manpower.
Yep.
Venezuela could be a powerhouse.
They were.
Great house.
Could be a great house.
It's a brick house.
King.
Oh my God.
CPI numbers out tomorrow, King. CPI.
I'm trying to read this
Inflation.
300-page 6K.
Yeah.
So Amazon just announced a 20-for-1 split. That's got to be very motivating for people. That'll be a big nut. People want to be able to buy Amazon at better prices. So Jeff Bezos will go from having 16 million shares, 20-for-1. Wow.
16 million he has?
Uh-huh. He has 16% of the company.
Wow, I didn't know there was.
There's a lot of stock outstanding.
Yeah,
He's gonna. That's a big print for him.
I have a question. Why was, I mean, obviously Amazon's Amazon, but
Sure.
how come they have been rewarded for so long when for so long they showed very little profit? They would constantly go into another business, and other companies that had to compete weren't really valued close to anything where they're at.
Well, I think really because of their internet division, their hosting
AWS?
division, AWS, they figured out how to take every asset they have and maximize the value of it. So really, the shopping experience is sort of a giveaway, right? I don't even know what shopping makes in terms of the net margin on shopping is really not much.
It's probably under 5% if I
Right.
had to guess.
But where they've really killed it on Prime, and they've killed it on AWS. AWS itself, if we're just a separate company, is like a $30 billion business and growing, right? And the world, but Netflix operates on AWS. Yeah. And so they have become so dominant each one of the spaces they go to. No, for full disclosure, my daughter works there in Seattle, and I won't tell you what she does, but I'm actually pretty proud of the girl. She's kicking ass and taking names. And she just says they are the most organized. In fact, she tells me that the recruiters are so heavily after Amazon executives because of the process they build. Wow. So Jeff has just built an incredible process, right? A really amazing process, and got a dedicated, loyal staff. But I think they had a huge first mover advantage, right? Yeah. And they made it so, like, I mean, as I said, I have some acres, and Skyla lives on one of the apartments there. And for some reason, Amazon's at my house almost every day, Skyla. Why could that be?
It's true. It's either Christy or me.
Right. So what happens is
I prefer to get Amazon in the store, like, because I can buy almost all the same stuff on Amazon in the store, so I just order it on Amazon instead of going to the store.
Right. And I think
price.
that's the answer, is that they're embedded in your life. Like, literally, you can do almost everything on Amazon. Now, I don't watch Amazon Prime. I watch Netflix. But the people do watch Amazon Prime. I watched 1 or 2 shows on there. Hey,
you're missing out on some gems.
Hey, King, what do you watch on Amazon Prime?
The Boys, Maisel, the Hunter show with Pacino. I watch so much crap. I'm forgetting a bunch of stuff. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff.
By the way, there's a great show on Amazon. It was on Justin Bieber when he did his New Year's concert, and it was all the behind-the-scene footage of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you're into that.
Are you
of
in the
stuff.
movie?
No, I wasn't in the movie. I know Scooter as manager, and I met them at the We Are the World because I helped raise some of the money for the thing. But I'm just saying that documentary is on Amazon. It was pretty amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I watch on Netflix. I watch the Formula One series, which is great.
That was awesome.
And I actually got to spend some time in Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida, with Roman Grosjean, the guy who was in that fire in Netflix, which is incredible. They call him the Phoenix now. He was very, very nice. Jason, we only have a limited time here. Do you want to cover anything more about the market?
Nope, I got to go do my.
Are there any stocks you like?
Yeah, HYMC.
HYNC?
Yeah.
You got in on that?
Yeah, yeah. Personally.
Why do you like HYS? What is it?
It's a junior minor, so precious metals.
Okay. What else do you like?
Well, I like the dip buy opportunity on ENSV USWS. I alerted AUMN, pretty affordable, went to 60 plus. I think that's a $1 stock personally. I like that junior minor. They're actually first year they exceeded the goal of total ounces of gold for 2021. Good guidance for 22. So those are junior miners I like. And then of course the small cap oilers. ENSV, USWS primarily support the oil industry, and also. There's a couple other tickers I like on the oil side. One of them I don't want to say.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't. It's a couple questions, Derek. I do not lend out my shares generally that I buy. Doesn't mean my broker doesn't, but I don't think so. Any other questions today? Let's see here. Sound bites.
Let me do one thing. I am not a financial planner, and I'm a financial analyst. I don't recommend equities. You have to do your own research. All those disclaimers apply. I just like the stocks. I'm not recommending the stocks. It's just my personal belief. It's my opinion.
What is Marcus, the trader, asking? He says 66 million. Am I supposed to know what that means?
66 million.
Right.
Is that where? Let me see.
It says 66 million. Oh, so what's the problem with dollar M market cap? I don't know what that means. It's like, is that code?
66 million, is that probably the Nile market cap, Marcus?
I don't know. Marcus, happy to answer your question. Can you be more specific, my friend? Well.
All right, I ordered a double XL. Just don't stick it in the dryer.
No, don't. You can't order double XL. I wear more than that. Hold on.
I know you do. It was the big, as I already did it. It's
No,
the
that's
size
not
they
big
had.
enough.
Hey, that's goals. Lose down.
Whatever, dude. Hey, don't forget to follow us on social media. Can you run that thing on social media? Did you ever fix that yet, Nick?
We're waiting for someone to tell us the right answers.
What the heck? I gave you the right answers.
I can play it right now.
What are you talking about? Let's put it up there right now. I gave you the right answers, okay? My Twitter is Todd Ault 3. You did that right. My Instagram is Todd Ault. That's right. And the other one's right. So what do you mean? What do you need? They're all right.
Okay.
It's all right.
So put it back up there again. Leave it up for a minute. Leave it for a few seconds. Follow me on social media. I got Christy busting my balls here, left and right, saying promote social media, and you did it again.
It goes automatically.
Oh, put it back up. Whatever. I'm just kidding around.
So I got to go do this right here.
I understand. I want to talk about Larry Benet before we wrap up, and then we'll get to Skylar's joke. So, Larry, why don't you tell the audience what you do? They've never met you from my channels.
Yeah.
I know you. I met you. You are one of the most connected guys I know. Kind of like what would be the equivalent of? You're like You're like the dean of knowing everybody. I don't know how to say. I see you at the NBA All-Star Games, the Country Music Award thing. I saw you with Justin Timberlake. And by the way, don't. If you ever need to like introduce me, well, I won't talk about that. But anyways, what do you do?
So, I'm a super connector. A deal maker. You always meet people that can get things done.
Sure.
I'm one of those kind of people. I know people that I have a lot of relationship capital.
Right.
And for about a decade, I hosted events that Tony Robbins or Tony Shea of Zappos or Peter Guber, the owner of the Golden State Warriors, the guy that Brandon Chapman that runs the Grammys, and I would bring together some of the top entrepreneurial thought leaders in the world. Did that for about a decade or longer. And these days,
someone I know told me that you used to run a conference. We won't go into the conference name, but unless you want to, we used to run a conference where a who's who of speakers would go, kind of an elite group of people. Tony Robbins, we just talked about. Dean, what's his name? Something Field.
Dean Graziosi?
No, the other dude. What's the guy? What's the guy who wrote the 7 Habits?
Oh, Jack Canfield.
Jack
Stephen
Canfield.
Covey was part of the group.
Yeah, Stephen Covey.
Jack Canfield, the Chicken
Right.
Soup for the. As a matter of fact, the group as a whole did about 750 million books combined.
Right.
Over the years. But it was just a good group. But fundamentally, what I've learned about connecting, it's all about high trust relationships. It's all about giving first, adding value, serving others, making a difference.
Sure.
Whether it's doing it through an event or via virtual or adding through podcasts. But fundamentally, what I do is I'm a deal maker. I make stuff happen.
Right. There you go, a deal maker.
There you go.
Are you going to be at my conference?
Would you like me to be at the conference?
I want you to be at my conference. I'll be very disappointed if you're not going to be there.
I will be at the conference.
Speaking of the conference, it's coming up on May 12th through the 15th.
No, it's like 64 days away or something like that. It's like 64 days away.
64 days away. Tickets go on sale in a few days. I think 3 or 4 days.
So what is the risk on conference? Because I've been trying to help you behind the scenes on it. So what's your vision of what this is?
So I have basically for the better part of probably, well, let me just say, I have evolved in how I take risk, right? And I grew up in HUD housing. My mom was a single mom, didn't really have a father till I was 13. My father, who adopted me, was a roofer, a commercial roofer. So he was up on hot tar roofs. Never made more than $35,000 a year in his whole life. And I spent an enormous amount of time about people saying, I'll be happy if. I'll be happy when. That is the most like troubling thing to me, is that people say they'll be happy if this happens or when they get there, and they're not. So think about it. Like, I remember when I wanted to have a car, and my goal was to have a license and have a car. And I got my first car. It was like a 1979 Honda Accord. Cost me like $500. I was so happy I could drive my own car. And Risk On is about basically, are you truly pursuing a risk-on life, the one you want? And I want to put people around people that sort of, there's some people that won't take risk. I have a cousin who's married to someone. I love her. I love my cousin. He's a man. His name's Tim, and he's married to someone. And I love her. I went to high school with her. But she's so risk avoidance that I want to tell her sometimes, you hold Tim back because of your fears, right? I married, now I'm not, they're very happily married. They have 2 beautiful kids. I love them. So I'm not in any way questioning their life. They're wonderful. But they're happy. And my point is you got to try to be happy, and you got to know what you want to do. And if you keep saying I'll be happy when, then it's like the most like psychologically damaging thing you could say, right? We talked about this today. I said to you something. You said opportunity instead of stress, right?
Right. You were talking about stress. I said change the word to opportunity. Yeah.
Right. And so when you come to the Risk On conference, I really hope that people go there, either know what they want to do or are trying to figure out what they're gonna do, right? And try to go there with an idea that the people there will try to help you. I think legitimately, if you meet someone and they're kind to you and they need help on something, and they say, I have an idea for something, that you would sit with them. Even if you gave them 30 minutes, you'd say to them, let me connect you with someone who I think can help you, right? Yeah. And everybody kind of needs that. And I have had a series of people helping me over years. Yeah. And so the risk on moment is that you don't take a risk on moment. You don't even know what it means, right? You can't just say, I want to do it. You have to do it. People always say, well, I don't know how to get started. Bye, Jason. I know you got to go, buddy. I know people say they don't know how to get started, but you have to just start. Now, I have a goal of launching an insurance carrier. You know how I started it? I just started. I just called people until I could figure out how to do it. And I'm going to be launching an insurance company that's an actual carrier that actually writes insurance. Yeah. And I just decided I was going to do it. When I wanted to work as a hedge fund manager, I just figured out how to do it, right? And so I'm hoping that all the things we do, like perfect example of this is Lee Steinberg, who you introduced me to. Lee is going to be speaking at the conference. This is the original Jerry Maguire. Lee's done what, $3 billion in transactions. Patrick Mahomes' biggest contract ever, $500 million. Right.
Yeah, I just want to give a plug for your event, in terms of also a plug for you in terms of as a person. We met on our second meeting. We met through Bradley. Our second dinner, I happened to bring up someone I've been trying to help, who has had some challenging circumstances at best.
Sure.
That individual's been, living in a very challenging situation the last couple of years, and you offered, without sight unseen, within 5 minutes, to offer to put him up in a house, which touched my heart. The other thing I think is a big, huge thing for people coming to your conference, you're someone who's been in the trenches for how many years now in Wall Street? 32 years. There's a lot of guys out there that talk a big game about marketing and sales and distribution and raising capital that are full of crap. You actually are doing it every single day in the year 2022. I know the deals you're all working on. You're dealing with big stuff. And you've got the track record. You may not be as well known as a Gary Vee or a Grant Cardone or these other guys, but you've got a massive track record. And I think that's the reason people should show up. Not only that, you're going to have some amazing rock stars of the business world all there. And if I'm there, I'm going to make sure everyone gets to connect with each other. So some people need money, some people need distribution, some people need sales. You're going to bring all that stuff together. That's
and
what
I'm
I
hearing
think.
we might have a shark there. You never know.
Yeah, I've been behind the scenes talking to some of the biggest names in business.
You never know, right? You never know.
Yeah.
Willie's going to be there too, which I'm excited about.
By the way, Willie Ames has got one of the most incredible stories I've ever heard, and I hope he shares some of it at your event.
Yeah, Willie has committed to talking about his life. Here is the Justin Bieber of our times in the 70s and 80s, and he works here as president of the media division, CEO and president. And people don't realize that he's still a writer, producer. He's still on Hallmark. He's still writing movies. still producing stuff. It's crazy.
He's a good guy.
How talented he is.
Yeah.
Skyla, what do you got for us?
So, two antennas decided to get married. The ceremony was trash, but the reception was great.
Nice.
Who wrote that joke? Is that yours? No, just found that one?
Skyla does the dad jokes, and that's the way she does them. So
yeah.
she does not have a potty mouth like I do. Hey, don't forget about Kalpana Pot tomorrow night interview on Thursday, March 10th. Already was recorded. She's wonderful. She'll be on at 6 p.m. Eastern time, so 3 p.m. Pacific. The 18th will be at Texas Motor Speedway. Make sure you a DM or text or call or get a hold of Randy. Let me give you his phone number right now. Randy's personal cell phone is. Just kidding.
That was so
you gotta
funny.
send
He's
him an
like,
email.
"Don't you ever
Randy
do
at Alta
that
Alliance.
on the
He'd be
show."
so mad if I did that. Where is Randy, by the way? Hello?
What?
Can you bring Randy on, or is he
sorry,
busy?
I was
Let's see
reading
if you can bring him on. Hey, don't forget to tune on the 18th through the 20th. Now, we're going to do our 200th episode. 200 of anything is a big deal, right? Ever seen 200 gumballs? Ever seen 1,000 gumballs? That's a lot. Hey, King, what are you working on for the rest of the week? What's on your mind before we part company?
Market-wise or just...
Anything. Just what's on your mind.
Well, I got to go to Warner's this afternoon, so got to put the suit on, and I don't know. I'm just... oil's going crazy. The markets are scary as all balls, and anything can happen. You can have Amazon do a 20-for-1 in the middle of the day.
You got it. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you go to my what brings the King and I together all the time? Can you go to my screen real quick? One of my favorite things ever, King and I share. Can we see your shirt real quick, my friend? Okay, so I'm a huge Mel Brooks fan. Like, I mean, you can't believe it. And King, hangs out with this guy and knows him, and so this is the only reason I hang around the King is so I can meet Mel Brooks. Just kidding, buddy. We're going to go to my favorite little segment, though. Hold on. We got to do this once in a while. It makes me feel good. Can we hear it?
Moses, this is the Lord thy God commanding you to obey my law. Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, I hear you. A deaf man could hear you.
What?
Nothing, punished. Forget it. Oh, Lord, why have you chosen me? What would you have me do for you?
I shall give you my laws, and you shall take them unto the people.
Yes, Lord! Lord, I shall give these laws unto thy people. Hear me! Oh, hear me! All pay heed! The Lord Jehovah, has given unto you these 15... 10 commandments for all to obey.
And I was talking to God last night, and God said to me, there needs to be an 11th commandment, and that means that everyone is commanded to, like Indy racing or Formula One racing, that's like a new commandment, the 11th commandment. And I know you don't think it's funny, but I will tell you it's an amazing event. And Randy, what do you got for us for Indy and Formula One?
Well, yesterday there was supposed to be a test at Texas. I don't know if you heard about this, but it was so cold they couldn't run. So Ed Carpenter was out there, and they had to fly back to Indianapolis. I mean, it looked like Ed was flying the airplane.
Ed was flying the airplane. I spoke to him yesterday, and he said that no one knew he was a pilot, and he said that Connor posting that, because he flew Connor back, he said no one knew it, and people went crazy calling him, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, but he's a pilot for sure.
Yeah, I didn't know either, but can you imagine the hassle? Now they had to fly back to Indiana. Now they're supposed to be back there tomorrow, and they think the weather's going to be a little bit better so they can get a little testing in. And, it's a bad thing that they moved the race. It used to be in June, which was nice, but they moved it to March for some reason, and the weather's always weird. In Texas, it gets so weird there this time of year. I don't know what we're going to be in for when we go there. Hopefully it's going to warm up somewhat, because they might cancel the race if it gets too cold, if it's raining. It'd be a mess,
Don't say that. Don't say that. The race is going to go fun.
Well, I'm just telling you, the oval
weather's
races
going to be perfect.
Right, the oval races are just different than the street course races. They're going to always run no matter what. Long Beach, St. Petersburg, they're always going to run in the rain. They got rain tires, but these oval tracks, you got to hope that the weather's going to be good for you, and it's going to all happen. I think it will, but I mean that's the possibilities of going to these oval races and the weather.
Oh,
and
that
all
would be very, very disappointing. Hey, special thanks to Randy for coming in. Larry Benet is taking off. Thank you, Larry, for being here for so much.
I appreciate
everybody, thank you, Nick, Brett, Christy. Everybody, let's pay attention to the market. I got to tell you, it's very, very choppy. It's probably pretty exciting that Amazon's doing a split. If I take a piece of a pie, if I take a piece of pizza pie, and I cut it into 8 slices, it's still the same pie. And if I cut it into 16 slices, it's still the same pie. Splits are psychological. They mean absolutely nothing. But, hey, now you can buy Amazon a little cheaper, right? You'll be able to buy Amazon a little cheaper. You buy Google a little cheaper. That'll be important. We'll be back on Friday. King, thank you so much for being here. I like having you. I hope it's worth your time. Let's run the promo, guys. Risk on, everybody. Thank you. A lot of people out there helping us. Thank you so much. Take care. Whatever your business is, if you want to scale it, you want to be here, we're going to have lots of other people there that have actually built businesses.
This will make somebody's life about 1,000 times better.
You got a business and you want to expand your business, whether you're in the restaurant business, you're in technology, whatever your business is, if you want to scale it, you want to be here. This is going to be a conference where you can learn something, meet people, and network. Limited slots are available. Head over to ToddAult.com and register today.